Give me an I, give me an O, give me an R, give me another I, because there are no fucking L's in my name. I'm Kusano Iori, and I will be GMing for the Strange Friends today. Hey, chat. You're probably wondering, why the hell is Iori GMing? Well, broke my rib, and I'm not allowed to throw myself 25 feet down a waterfall or zipline down a river anymore. So I got to get my adrenaline fix somewhere. And it is coming from these four brilliant, insane geniuses. FCC regulations demand that every time we do this, I remind you that I am a wizard of the coast. I don't work on anything that you have a problem with. And now, let's hear from our lovely, lovely strange friends. Mike, tell the
Hello.
people at home who you are.
Hi, everybody. I am Mike. I write as Michael R. Underwood. I do action adventure, wacky genre mashing, kinds of fun stuff. I am one of the three co hosts of Speculate here, along with Brandon and Greg, aka Arvin Elleron. I am going to be at the New Jersey Web Fest this week. Hanging out with other people that make actual play and other folks in that world. I'm very excited for that. If you happen to be going to New Jersey Web Fest and we don't already know each other, please find me at some point and say hi. I'm introducing myself because I watched you on Neon Sundown. If that actually happens, I will be very amused. But if not, I will return with tales of the adventures there. They or he pronouns for me, and I'm going to ask folks that are watching live to double check me and let us know if the audio for any of the strange friends is too low and or too high. But that will be me.
Yay, Mike. Don't forget, Mike is actually nominated for awards at New Jersey Web Fest.
So
Valerie.
also go tell Mike how awesome they are at the Web Fest, literally. And vote for them. Is this a votable thing? No? Maybe? Juried? Got it. All right, I'm Valerie Valdes. I am the author of the Chilling Effect trilogy and the recently out space fantasy novel Where Peace is Lost. I'm co-editor of Escape Pod. I do tricks for fun on Twitch as the kids are asleep, and I am very excited to be here always.
Jeoi.
Hello, and much, much later, goodbye. But for now, I am Yoi Gawain Lin, and throughout the hour, I will remain Yoi Gawain Lin, and I am a game and fiction writer, a friend to all of these wonderful miscreants that you see on screen here. Tonight for Neon Sundown, I shall be playing someone named Club Righteous, and it shall be righteous. They have rocks in their face. That's me.
Popcorn to Brandon.
Hi, it's me, Brandon. This is our relative rarity among the strange friends, a game I'm not GMing. Hi everybody, I'm Brandon O'Brien. I'm a poet, writer, and game designer from Trinidad and Tobago. I will not be at New Jersey Web Fest, but if you will be at New Jersey Web Fest, tell Mike that Mike is rad, because it's true. And if you don't tell the truth, bad things happen to you. But I will be at Big Bad Con, so if you're going to be at Big Bad Con, you can ask me about Kamen Rider, I guess.
Excellent, excellent. Now, I think we only heard a character introduction and out of Jeoi, but that's okay, because first I'm going to tell the folks at home about this lovely game. Neon Sundown by Tracy Barnett is a hack of honey heist. So we're not bears. Well, I don't know. It's not my business is to tell you your business. Maybe some of you are bears, but theoretically, we are going to be playing a little cyberpunk, a little western. It'll be sexy. There will be neon and rhinestones. My four strange friends here are the Wranglers, and they are going out bounty hunting in Cyber Vegas. I will be today the Observer, and I think probably that's going to consist mainly of panicking as I try to keep up with this crew. Our Wranglers have their points in cool, style, and action. Our dice are going to be a little bit backwards today. If they roll below their stat, they succeed. If they tie it, the stat will go up by 1 as the cost of your success. If they roll above, they fail. And a 6 is going to be a crit fail that also takes away a point in that stat. Any stat that escalates to 6 will remove your character from the game. So this one gonna be a little easier to drop out than usual. We'll see what happens. We'll see if we have to panically invent new characters. But now, the first thing we need to invent is our target. Who are we bounty hunting tonight, folks? Each of you are going to give the target a personality tag to start with. Personality tags will be things like rich, hateful, greedy, incompetent, etc.
I think we're all gonna jump on Rich. Is that?
Of course we were. There was never any doubt.
It's like,
Yes.
would we be the strange friends if?
I was waiting for someone to name drop Rich first, and I was guessing it was gonna be Mike. So Valerie was my second guess. So
Valerie beat them to it.
I was trying to drill down to like specific language to convey the flavor of terrible rich person, which I think maybe we're going to have to rely on the additional tags for. So we could go for cruel. We could go for dismissive. What are other descriptors for this rich target?
And maybe like condescending? Is that?
Is that your chosen tag, Mike?
Yeah, I love that suggestion. I will go with condescending.
Okay.
I would like to give power to the observer beyond all reckoning and choose slimy as my tag.
Oh,
And the
God.
observer may interpret this beautiful word as they desire. Happy birthday, Iori. It's not actually their birthday.
No, you gotta wait till Scorpio season for that.
Yes, I do.
Let's
Fine,
have a
this
tag
is
from
a hell of a
Brandon.
one. God. Dozens of adjectives are activating in my brain. I just can't settle on one. So let's just do insulting for one.
Insulting. And where can we find this absolute lowlife, my dears?
This says a lot about what the vibes of this adventure are going to be. The first thing that came to mind is like casino amusement park.
Really?
Mhm.
I thought Mattress Factory.
What if it's both?
Yes, both. Observer, you're going to have tons of fun today.
Hang on. I can work with this.
I'm sorry, I'm just picturing a
Brandon.
casino with a mattress factory. Like you go through like the special doors that are like mattress shaped.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
If you attempt to cheat the house, you are made into a mattress.
Oh, God.
Brandon,
Yes.
I am about to make damn sure that we never ever get offered to advertise for mattresses on our podcast ever.
Oh my God. This is gonna be. Oh Lord.
If you're a mattress company and you're a cool enough dude and or other gendered person where dude may or may not apply, if you're a cool enough person to advertise with us after we do wacky and ridiculous things with mattresses, you can reach us at speculateinfo@gmail.com.
Yeah.
So after the location, we pick the deed. what recent thing did the target do to really deserve being brought in?
There was asbestos in their mattresses and they didn't recall them.
Oh God, why on earth? What needs to go wrong?
So this is
For
the
us
Mattress
best.
King, is who we're fighting right now. It is
Yeah.
the Mattress King or the Mattress
Mhm.
Giant. Like, is he a giant?
The Mattress Man. It can be a play off the Michelin Man because the Michelin Man does look like a spokesperson for mattresses. Sorry, Michelin Man.
Oh God.
Let me ask you, chat. Do you want someone who is slimy making your mattresses? Exactly.
Oh
Brandon is
boy.
regretting my presence in their life.
No, no, Yoi, I love you. I'm just like,
I
what are the conditions under which in real life you can find asbestos in your mattress? Good God.
they were
Look, people
advertised
do
as
crime all the
fireproof.
time. Yeah.
Is
Oh
the
boy.
is the
I
mattress?
have
Please
a
tell me
name.
that's not.
I have a name for our mattress king, and we're going to alienate some brands today.
Oh boy.
All right. Tell me about our opposition. Our wranglers decide what opposition they're going to face, and each wrangler names something that it will make it difficult to get the target.
The fact that we have shitty mattresses and therefore
You're all
cannot
sleep
well.
deprived. Okay.
Yes, we're sleep
Oh, boy.
deprived.
So I actually looked it up. This is why I'm not supposed to learn anything about the rest of the world. There was actually a point in time where they made mattresses with asbestos in it.
Yeah, that was called the 80s. I
Oh
think got
my
permanent lung
God.
damage because of it.
This is like
Right.
unleaded. This is like leaded versus unleaded gasoline and just
Mm-mm.
every other bad leaded paint. Humans
So
are
The goddamn
monsters.
Garfield mug with the lead paint.
so we have a
The mug that I used exclusively from ages 6 to 13.
So how do we feel about going into the overtly supernatural?
Yes, always. Who do you think you're talking to?
Okay,
I mean, I
so
have rocks for teeth, so yes,
I'm
do
going to
it.
suggest that some of the opposition includes a gang of pillow people.
Ooh.
So there's like the throw
Okay.
pillow people, and there's the like cylindrical pillow people.
Oh, boyfriend pillow. That is going to be scary.
Uh huh.
Can there be can there be like
Mike, did you do this just to give me an excuse to scream pillow fight?
Only
yes.
subconsciously.
Okay.
Okay, can there be somebody who
Valerie.
is like the foreman and they're in a booth, but they control like the claws that move the mattresses through the factory, so the claws are coming for us like the
Yeah.
horrible hands from Zelda. Or the claws from Toy Story.
Yes, yes, all of this, please.
Okay. Let's have one from you, Brandon.
Oh God. Everyone needs to remember all we have are rhinestones and guns. This is gonna
And
be wild.
coolness. We're very cool. That's important.
And we
Oh my
don't
God,
have
there's a
asbestos,
pillow.
so that's great.
Oh God. Oh God. Uh
I'm catching up in chat and I've missed a lot of pillow puns. I love this.
oh God.
So the next thing to think about is payoff. So I'm just going to put that in our everyone else's brains while Brandon ponders.
Because my brain immediately went from Yoi's very brilliant slimy tag to somewhere in this warehouse should be a vat of something that should not be radioactive but has become radioactive. So what if we had to defeat sentient goose down? Like just a pile of goose down that had become sentient
Yeah,
after
like
interacting
it
with
like
a vat
Sure.
of
it
fell in the ooze like
tornadoes,
a
like
ninja turtle.
yeah, just little like dust devils. Oh
yeah,
no.
goose down tornadoes. Yay. This is the weirdest thing that we've ever done.
When we meet
Oh,
the
boy.
slimy man, we need to have like before the big Wild West shoot down, there has to be like a tumbleweed, but it's like the goose down things whirling by.
I love that for us.
Strange friends, tell me about your payoff. What makes this job worth it?
Is it a
Uh,
bit? Go ahead.
Sorry, for me personally, if I succeed on this job and take down the Mattress King, uh,
Oh,
yes,
Jeoi,
yes,
the Unseelie King.
the unsealing.
Sealy.
Wow.
So if I help take down the Unseelie King, my best friend, who is a Canada Goose, will finally shut the fuck up and leave me alone about taking down this unethical and also asbestos using mattress producer.
Okay.
So yes,
Does
my
your
best
Canada
friend who
Goose
is
friend
a goose.
have a name?
Yes, my goose friend is my backup character. My goose friend's name is Watch Nor'easter.
We can always rely on Jeoi to bring a bird to the table.
Yes. And the bird will be alive, and the bird will kick your ass.
Mm-hmm.
So do we want to have one payoff for each character?
Yes, please.
Okay. So Early's payoff will be weaponized poker chips, which come in a set. And it's a special set made by the most senior dealer in the casino, who is a retired assassin and left the world, the continental world of assassins, to move into casino work. And so these are all like super villain who throws stuff level poker chips.
Beautiful.
I'm gonna do what I typically do and just be unnecessarily weird, which is, the Unseelie King is the reason why I have not gotten sleep. In that, he has literally physically robbed me of the ability to sleep, and I need to get it back. Like there is a small glass jar full of my sleep, and I need to retrieve it.
Brandon, did you ever read that one story I had in Tails and Feathers?
I don't think I have. Okay, now I need to look for that.
Yeah. Those of you listening at home, the story I'm referencing is The Ramparts of Night, which was in Tails and Feathers November issue 2022, in which sleep is a physical thing that you can steal from other people.
It's actually a fun
Valerie.
webcomic. Eternal Nocturnal, if you feel like reading about Dream Eaters. It's a cute little webcomic. Yeah. So my character's getting a really sweet new helmet.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. So we are going after Springs Casper, the Unseelie King, in the giant Feathered Springs Casino, built on top of his mattress factory. You would think that this wouldn't be the best idea given the smells, especially since there's a shared ventilation system. But honestly, the casino is an overwhelming enough sensory experience that most people don't notice the stink, in the vein of casinos generally. So, my sleep-deprived strange friends, let's get started. Mike, would you please tell me where Early Kindness is when they get the message that the job is on?
So early kindness likes to get a head start on the day, and so about 25 minutes before dawn, Early will get up, walk down 17 flights of stairs from the flat that they have in the abandoned casino. Now, that casino is abandoned because it's haunted, but Early has a good relationship with the ghosts that live on the 17th floor. And so he's down about on the strip. Having a walkabout with his omniphasic sunglasses, filtering the early morning light into some pleasant technicolor enjoyment so that his the synesthetic processor on the sunglasses can entertain him. And then the sunglasses go beep, boop, 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 which is, of course, the signal for an incoming message indicating to Early that there is a new bounty.
Beautiful. Valerie, where's Vinny Voltaire?
Vinny has run out of milk, which is unfortunately very common for Vinny because she drinks a lot of milk. It's good for your body, it's good for your bones. Vinny is rollerblading to the bodega on the corner, as she always does. Roller skating, sorry, I should say. And her cloak is flapping majestically in the breeze created by her movement when her beeper goes off.
Brandon, where is Opal York right now?
So Opal is at a saloon nearby, trying very hard to pass out. She's had like 18 shots of whiskey at this point, and that hasn't actually helped her become unconscious. So now she's transitioned to like slamming her head against the bar, which is upsetting a lot of people, but is not actually making her unconscious, and it's very bothersome.
How long has it been since Opal slept?
Opal hasn't slept in maybe 9 months. Opal is going mad.
Okay, yes, your character is experiencing like genuine psychosis and is starting this adventure drunk and possibly concussed, and I'm making a note of that.
Yeah.
So Brandon could have said 3 days, right? We just want to
Yes.
acknowledge that.
I mean, 3 days is not enough time to have noticed. You'd imagine after several months, you'd be like, okay, I need to
I
physically
mean,
retrieve my sleep.
3 days,
I am
I wouldn't have
suffering
noticed
now.
that my sleep it had been stolen from me, but I would sure as hell know I wasn't sleeping because I'd be hallucinating pretty badly. 2 days is enough to get me to hallucinate. Yoy, where's Club Righteous?
Club Righteous is, as you know, begging very patiently and very politely to the poor put upon barista at your local chain coffee shop to please, 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 please just give them a cup of very black and very strong coffee. Please do not put sugar in the coffee. No sugar in the coffee. It makes them mean. It makes them real mean. And they are begging the barista this because Watch Nor'easter is on the counter, very obviously demanding Club Righteous to be ordering this very black, very strong coffee for them. And the barista is refusing to perform this transaction because they think there's some animal cruelty going on. And yes, the barista is correct. There is animal cruelty going on, but it consists of the goose being very cruel to Club Righteous.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Is the goose a legitimate service animal?
I'm definitely servicing the goose, yes.
This is a health code violation. I need to ask you to use the drive through, please.
We have to use
And
the
then
drive.
your beeper goes off. Where are you going to rendezvous, Wranglers?
Can there be a Wrangler specific like fast food restaurant that's also a bar?
And a movie
Absolutely.
theater. And a movie theater.
Because I feel like because we can have a giant W instead of a giant M, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like Wrangleburger or like Willie's Wrangler Ranch, but the
Wrangle
ranch is with
wings.
a
Where
Ranch
they
W.
has a
eat.
W.
Yes.
Yes. We will. Oh, good. Now take it down to the Wrangler Ranch, where early kindness has already established himself in a balcony box with just honestly a pretty upsetting quantity of tacos.
I think Opal arrives next because I mean, what else is Opal gonna do? Um, so I show up there and I kind of squint and go, hi, have we worked before? Worked together before?
Didn't we do 3 jobs in the last 4 weeks?
Has 4 weeks passed?
Honey, you ain't slept yet?
If we've met before, I haven't slept since any of the times we met. And I take a carnation out of my pocket and I throw it on the table, and then I pick up a taco and inhale it. Like it just, I do not chew. It just becomes part of me.
Opal, we gotta get you some micheladas. I wave.
I'd like that actually quite a
Your
bit.
hand hits the bell cord, and a moment later, a waiter in a sad little morning coat with tails and neon tubing arrives. I'm sorry the drinks are late. Here is your French Baja 75. And the waiter sets down 4 glasses, a 2 liter of Baja Blast, and a magnum of champagne. These are the DIY option. What else can I get for you today?
Opal, what you having?
Um, do you have anything with large doses of melatonin?
I am so sorry. We are not allowed to serve that over the counter in this city.
Okay then. I guess I'll just
Look,
have water.
if you want melatonin, there's a guy in the back alley every other Friday, 23 o'clock.
I know the guy. I kind of emptied him out a couple of days ago. I need, please, is there anywhere else? Oh my god. My eyelids don't shut anymore.
The waiter looks deep into your alarmingly bloodshot eyes. Thinks about breathalyzing you because he's so sure that he is breaking some laws about overservice right now. And then fishes around in their apron pocket. They withdraw a tiny, terrible tubular pill case and shake 3 5 milligram melatonin and tablets into your hand. That's my personal stash, man. I would not do this for anyone else, but you look like shit.
I wouldn't
But
wish
can
this
I
on
get
my
you
worst
food?
enemy. I mean, this looks like a lot of food.
Vinny rolls up. Hey, sweetie. Can I get some extra hot salsa and a tall glass of milk?
Salsa and milk. Coming right up. The waiter exits before things can get any worse.
I
As the
immediately take these 3 pills.
as the waiter is walking out, Righteous strolls in, clickety clackety, pushes open the door, boom, 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 honk, 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 honk. They say very sleep deprived, like everybody else.
Uh, Am I the only one seeing that, or is that a goose?
I
Iori,
tried.
just to clarify, is Watch Nor'easter following Club Righteous around like a Pokemon?
Watch Nor'easter does what Watch Nor'easter wants.
I love it.
Don't make eye contact with geese. They'll get you.
Noted. I've already been staring. I've already been staring at Watch Norista for a couple of beats at this point, and you say that, and I want to stop, and I haven't stopped yet.
Last time I checked, there ain't no prohibition against geese being wranglers. Not in this state whatsoever.
Can a goose hold a gun?
You better
They
ask the
don't
goose.
need they don't need guns.
Right, fair. I've
Saw
seen a
it.
goose tear a guy's leg off before. I wasn't sure if I was seeing right, but I did see it.
No, you saw it. That was our last job.
Right, yeah.
And that
In that
happened
moment, in that moment, your pagers go off again. And when you pull them out, you see that all the screens have the same message. Springs Casper 859. And 859, as you all know, is the pager code for immediate capture.
Okay. Um, this one's gonna be fun. Did they say anything about Dead or Alive? Because I kind of hate this guy.
No, 859 is up to your discretion.
Cool.
If you had had a 153, that would be bring him alive.
Does anyone have any qualms with us sending this guy back in pieces? Because I'm very tired.
I mean, I'm one job away from getting some pretty choice loot, and then Early pulls out a stack of like arcade prize tickets and puts them on the table. Just 23 more of these, and I get the chips, and puts them back in his pocket.
Stay away from the skee ball. It's a scam.
You know it, sister. We gonna get this food to go, or do you want to scheme here?
I'm cool either way. I'm awake.
I solved this question by taking a taco and giving it to the goose. The goose sits down and eats, so we are staying here.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Joy, what does it look like when that goose sits down? Do they crisscross applesauce the way owls do?
Watch Nor'easter hunkers like a deadly predator and hisses territorially over
which a
its
goose
taco.
is.
So first thing we gotta deal with is, well, all them pillow folks. We got the pillow folks, we got the claws, got the sliminess. What else he got in there? It's been a while since I've been over to the King's Domain.
There is a lot of slime. I remember the slime. Wasn't there asbestos or something too?
Oh yeah, that was all over the paper.
Now I'm pretty sure that some of the slime is for real. And that pillows don't like slime. I feel like if we're smart about the pillows and we're smart about the slime, we could, and then Goose hisses, and Righteous corrects himself, we could kill two stones with one bird with the pillows and the slime.
Fair enough.
I think I killed God. God is falling back and is laughing real hard, is my feeling.
Shit, I didn't have Attack and Dethrone God on my on my calendar until Thursday.
Well,
Nah, they moved it to Friday.
No, I got karaoke on Friday. I can't do that. Well,
Sorry.
we'll figure it out.
hmm.
I
Anybody
was
got?
going to ask you for an engagement roll, and then I remembered we're not playing that game.
I mean, we could do it like which stat would we use for an engagement roll?
I feel like cool.
It has,
Yeah.
Or style. No,
I
style
mean,
actually works too.
you know,
Yeah.
you can have an engagement roll as a treat, and I'll factor it in. Sure, we'll homebrew that.
Oh, do we all like enter the casino as a team? I feel like that's the way. That's
I think the first thing you need to tell me is if you want to go in through the casino, which I would have you roll either cool or style for your choice, or through the mattress factory, which would probably have to be an action roll.
I want to go through the casino. Can we go through the casino?
Sure.
Let's go through the casino.
Yeah.
We can look cool.
Are you going to do the full craft walk together with your coats flaring out dramatically behind you?
We do need a hero shot of everybody's amazing outfits.
Yes.
Okay.
And since I know how amazing these outfits are, let's see. I mean, +1 die for the outfits, +1 prepared. I'm taking 1 away because the goose is going with you, and that's conspicuous in the bad way. Ooh.
But what if the goose also has an outfit?
Tell me the goose's outfit, Jeoi.
The goose is wearing suspenders.
Are the suspenders holding anything up?
The suspenders are holding up Watch Nor'easter's massive titanium balls for coming in on this mission.
You get that die back.
Thank you.
Can I flash back to talking with a contact inside the casino to get get us a little bit of an easier way in?
I will give that to you if you are willing to do it in the framework of the flashback mechanic for Neon Sundown and reallocate your stats.
Oh,
In
sure.
Neon Sundown, you can switch 1 point from one stat to another by narrating a flashback about a previous night in the city with your fellow Wranglers. Your flashback needs to emphasize the stat which is increasing as part of the swap.
Okay.
And in Neon Sundown, your starting stats, you assign a 2, a 3, and a 4. However, when you do a flashback reallocation, I will let you push things above 4 if you want to.
Sure. Okay, so we flash back to 2 nights ago at the Up All Night dance bar and karaoke joint, which is where Early works when not wrangling. And we see Early pole dancing in chaps and his vest, and then the hat is inexplicably able to stay on even as he's doing all sorts of cool pole dancing. And we pull back to reveal a very like put together pit boss from the casino, this kind of somewhat average looking, like broad shouldered woman who has like sunglasses, but is now like loosening her tie, because what I want to roll is I'm going to move from cool into style to be flashy and act with panache, and have been so dazzling in my dancing that I have kind of impressed this pit boss who is going to help us.
So we are reallocating to be style 5, cool 1. Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay. And one more thing, because Brandon, you established this at the top of the scene. Could you please roll a d4 for me?
I
Okay.
rolled a 2.
Okay. That's fine. because what we were rolling there is to find out Opal York's current blood alcohol content. And because you're only at 0.2, you are only moderately impaired. So, mood swings, impaired motor skills, but you're not incontinent, you're not vomiting, and you're not losing consciousness. So I'm not taking away a die for it. Therefore, the engagement roll is going to be 3d6.
Can Opal
I
feel?
could have lost consciousness. That
No.
would have been nice.
Only if you hit the 4. And in the engagement roll, I am still going to observe the Neon Sundown rule that your 6 is a crit fail.
So we want
However, in the interest of keeping it moving, I am willing to take best 2 out of 3 on your engagement roll.
Mm-hmm. So we're still. So what action is this that we're rolling?
Action.
What attribute? I mean.
Oh, I thought we were doing style, right? We said because we're going in the casino.
Oh, yes.
Cool.
You're doing style to go in, aren't you?
Okay, so
who here has the best
rolling?
style?
The best style is Mike with that 5.
Well, yeah.
So I am happy to roll 1d6 and hope to roll under.
You get a total of 3 die.
Roll 3d6. Hope to get low. I got a 1.
A 4, a 1, and a 5. I said I'd take the best 2, so both of those are below the stat, and you succeed.
And so, let's see. I think the name of this pit boss is Sally Sunset. And we get the hero shot. We walk in, but just as the music is picking up for the cool, camera goes all around us and we see the great outfits. The film rewinds and we see the 4 of us entering a side entrance as Early gives pulls down his sunglasses and gives the biggest wink to Sally, and she lets us in through an employee entrance.
You are in the back halls of this casino. Are you going to go down to the floor? And with those 2 successes, I'm also going to say you actually blend in pretty well in these back corridors because the security guards are dressed just as flash as the rest of you. This is a huge casino. Nobody knows everyone who works here. You are getting that little new hire nod from everyone who passes you, like, hey, new kid. Hey, new kid.
Do we
know? No one is interfering yet.
Yes. Do we know where the Unseelie King hangs out? Because, to beat up the Unseelie King, we need to find the Unseelie King. I am asking this question because this will determine whether we stay in the casino or go to some office inside the mattress factory proper.
You know that Springs Casper has 2 private offices, one in the casino and one in the factory. You also know that everything here is absolutely on CCTV, including his private offices. 3 employees have quit after seeing things they didn't want to go on in those offices.
Is there a security room that is separate from the office? From the casino office? I want to head there first.
Okay. You can certainly do that. This is going to be towards the back of the building. Mm-hmm. And as you go, you start noticing fewer humans, more pillow people, still dressed very nice, very flash, lots of glitter. one of these pillow people may be filled with glitter, actually, because they're certainly leaving an interesting footprint trail after them. But they're still giving you the new hire nod. In fact, they're even being real cordial to watch.
Uh, Early?
Honk honk.
Am I seeing things? You'd let me know if I was seeing things, right?
I don't know what you're
When
saying.
watch honks, the pillow person responds by making a sound.
I actually like
puts
I
up
lean
and continues on their way.
I lean towards Early. That was a walk-in pillow, right?
Yeah, the pillow gang. They're the Unseelie King's primary muscle.
Right.
Even though they're not actually made of meat, by the way.
But
So you
some of
can't-
them are super firm.
Yep.
That was a
That's
thing
not a-
I definitely read in the briefing. Sure. Pillow gang.
That's not a good enough reason to use the word firm, my friend.
We just got to keep it moving.
Cool. Onwards then.
So do we want to head to the security room?
I'm still headed to the security room.
As you get closer to the security room, you start noticing the walls as you get deeper into the casino, closer to where the ventilation and shafts connect most with the shortest route to the factory. There's weird kind of glittery threads clinging to the walls. Just a sort of shiny, almost reflective gray.
Is that part also not weird? Because everything again, I cannot think. But that looks like that's supposed to be weird.
Did we read about this in a brief? And if not, can I determine if these things are flammable?
Oh, Club, I would say that actually, with what I know you know about flammable things, you know that these walls have asbestos fibers clinging to them, and that these probably got sucked up through the ventilation shaft. And asbestos, being generally kind of rough and static clingy, has adhered to the walls. You are in an unintentionally, patchily, sort of fireproofed area.
Well, I sure hope we all have great health insurance.
Vinny just quietly pulls a mask up. It's like a
We're gonna-
balaclava kind of.
We have the kerchief cowboy look now going on. When you next look down, the goose also has a little kerchief thing on.
Right. It's like cowboy kerchief pattern, but then they're like N95 masks.
Yeah.
Like I actually take my fedora off, and that's when you notice that there's a strap inside, and I actually just kind of pull it tight around my face, and my hat has now become a mask.
Opal, it's your cousin makes these masks, right?
Yeah. Mighty expensive, but very good. Let me know if you need other colors though. They tend to fade very easily. This is a new one because my other reds gotten kind of soft, but yeah.
When you reach the CCTV room, it is being guarded. Two pillow people, to be very specific, Dakimakura people, are standing outside this door. One, I'm going to violate some copyrights today. Thankfully, they're both wearing clothes, so you don't need to see the full extent of their print. One is a very sexy Waluigi. The other is a... Oops, we lost Valerie.
Oh god.
The other has... well, that face is definitely Kirby, but The cut of their clothing shows that Kirby's got a six-pack. A Kirby head on a bodybuilder body on a
Okay,
pillow.
but as someone who really loves Kirby, I have to say that in the Hoshi no Kabi anime, there is an episode where Kirby drinks an energy drink and he gets absolutely ripped as he's fighting his way out of a monster's mouth. So yes, it's canon. It's in the lore.
No.
This is
I
correct.
love it. Oh god.
Protein
This
shake
is-
Kirby.
This is deeply cursed.
Oh my god.
All right. How do we want to deal with these guards?
I give up.
dude,
I leave. No.
Wow.
Do the guards look flammable? I'm sorry, Kirby.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry,
As
Muscle
pillow
Kirby.
people, they are inherently flammable.
Awesome.
Oh, Jeoi, do you wanna?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Okay. With
I'm
your
gonna-
boots, or are you going to snap your wretched teeth?
I'm going to go with my boots. But yeah, I'm gonna shuffle up like I'm very lost because new hire.
Jeoi,
And
you will
stuff.
be rolling for this.
Yes, I know. Which one will I be rolling? Shall it be cool?
You
style,
get to
or
choose.
action?
You get to choose.
Let me. I'm going to look at the description for these stats again so I can. Cool is keeping calm. Style is being flashy. Action is getting physical. I feel like style is what would make the most sense, even though it is not my ideal stat to be rolling here right now.
Yeah, I think that sounds fair. You are picking perhaps not the most efficient way to start this fight.
I'm waiting for plausible deniability. Yeah, but I go up and I say "Poil, poil, poil, poil" to Muscle Kirby, which means, for those of you in the know, I'm lost. Could you tell me how I get to the front office? And as I do so, I just kind of stuff my quartz cap boot along the floor and, yeah, just spray a good amount of incendiary sparks across these pillow people in the hopes of setting them aflame.
Go ahead and roll style.
Rolling style. That's 1d6, correct?
Yes.
1d6. That's 1. I do indeed succeed because I need to roll below a 3, and that was indeed below a 3.
Yes, you have indeed succeeded. The sparks land on ripped Kirby and sexy Waluigi. They're smoldering. They're beginning to panic. They're slapping their flappy pillow arms over their pillow bodies, trying desperately to stomp these sparks out. Sexy Waluigi stop, drops, and rolls.
So what if we grab the asbestos strings from the walls and just tie them up? They won't burn to death, but they will be tied up.
Go for it. What are you rolling?
I am happy for someone else to roll if they think that's a thing that they would want to do.
Because I think Opal is gonna see all of this and then continue to nod curtly at the both of them as if nothing is happening and then walk into the room.
I want to apologize to Iori because I did say that this was my backup character, but now we just have a fifth character, I guess, along.
I'm fine with it.
But if nobody wants to tie them up,
You get to be the druid today.
Okay, cool. But if nobody wants to tie them up, I'll say that the goose ties them up. No,
Sure.
I will not elaborate on that further.
Jeoi,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm going to need to know the goose's stats.
Cool 4, style 3, action 2.
Okay. In the interest of fairness, I think I should probably roll for the goose.
Yes.
But Jeoi, you will still tell me what the action is.
uh, I guess this is level-headedness because they are kind of on fire, and
Yeah.
it's hard to tie something up on fire if you are panicking. So I will roll cool, and it has to be under 4.
Yes, I will roll that since it's the goose and technically almost an NPC.
Yes.
That is a 1. Watch
Yay!
Nor'easter succeeds in binding sexy Waluigi and ripped Kirby, both of whom are now very loudly distressed. Wah! Wah! This is the only character voice I know how to do, and I'm going to milk it. But you are
Okay.
free to enter the CCTV room.
Yeah.
Be warned,
While these
your time may be running short because, oh boy, these two are screaming. Someone's going to notice that eventually, cough, cough.
Mhm. I immediately go over to the desk where all of these feeds are, and I'm trying to find the camera for the casino office.
I'm going to want you to roll that.
Okay. That obviously sounds like cool to me, I think.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable.
So I'm trying to not beat 3. Yeah. Okay, 2 is good.
Opal, you're so drunk. Upsettingly drunk. Even without the sleep deprivation, you would be pretty impaired. But both sleep deprivation and drunkenness can produce one pretty useful thing. And that is fucking laser focused tunnel vision on your objective for as long as you can remember that you have an objective. You find aimed the camera feed for the casino office. No one is in there.
Can I search the mattress factory office?
I mean, process of elimination, right? But I would give that one and to you for free. I don't feel like making you roll for this twice.
Okay.
The Unseelie King is lurking in his mattress office. You can see that he's playing mahjong on his computer.
Uh, I make to speak, and then my brain just kind of short circuits for a bit. So instead, I'm just tapping on the screen very loudly and pointing at everyone else.
Can I say I drag the pillow people into the office where they are smoldering and notice what Opal is attempting to communicate?
Yeah, I mean, they're already tied up. They're in intense pain. I'm not going to make you roll for it because they are incapacitated. They cannot resist you.
Mm-hmm. Well, hey, look at that. Everything's working out for us so far.
So,
far.
Vinny, they got the claws over in the factory, right?
Yeah.
What do you think we should do about those?
Dodge.
I mean, it's a fair approach. Not necessarily all of us are quite as nimble as you.
Yeah, the trick is you've got to keep an eye out for the shadow. When you see it under your feet, you know the claw's coming for you.
That's both ominous, evocative, and informative.
Well,
That was 3 things, sweetie.
I know, I'm more a talker than a thinker. You just point me at something and I'll smile real nice. I saw that Barbie movie. I resonate strongly with the character of Ken.
You are Knuff.
Thank you. Opal, you doing okay?
guy, thing, bed, uh,
Bed, yes, there
factory.
are absolutely just an amazing stack of mattresses 5 deep in this office on which the Unseelie King lounges with his laptop balanced on his belly as he mahjongs away. You can't tell if it's a solo game or if he's doing online play.
So yeah, off office. Also, he's not very good at mahjong.
He is having a pretty bad day.
Well, that's a great job that you did there, Opal. Let's get to the office together. Here, let me just guide you towards that general direction.
Hey, Opal. Looks like the guard left some coffee. You want an espresso?
I don't want to be more awake. I'd like to not have to. That sounds like hell.
All right.
Yeah. Why would you drink something touched by pillow people? I take the cup and I sniff it. I'm like, and it's got protein powder in it. Because it was Muscle Kirby's cup. Why would you do that to yourself, man?
I mean, I gotta stay shredded.
It's
Oh,
really important. I agree.
honk.
The goose is the most shredded of us all.
It's all that neck muscle.
Mm-hmm. Watch
Now-
Nor'easter makes a nasty little cackle under its breath because I have plots for Watch Nor'easter later on.
Now you can tell from the giant map foolishly posted on the wall of this security room that your fastest way down into the factory is going to be the ventilation shafts.
Yes! Secret tunnel!
Which will take you underground into the heart of the Unseelie King's domain. The safe way would be to exit the casino entirely, go around the back entrance, and use the loading dock.
You want to live forever? Vinny goes straight into the vent.
Mm-hmm. I pick up Watch
Vinny?
in my arms.
When you pry that grate cover off the vent, you drop it onto the pillow people. No one hears the clatter.
They're so soft.
Vents it is, huh?
Mm-hmm. I go in after Vinny, and I'm imagining that this ventilation shaft goes down because underground. So I'm just imagining that like I am a living toboggan for Watch. I just kind of fold my arms over it and go.
Oh yeah, it's the
Mhm.
water slide treatment, baby. And actually, you do realize partway down that your velocity is being increased by slime.
Ew.
You are in a chute that has a light coating of slime.
Well, I hate to be the
You
one
can't
to
tell
say
what
it.
color it is in this terrible, terrible darkness.
I hate to be the one to say this, but I'm feeling a little moist.
You didn't have to say it like that. I didn't.
It's good for your skin.
Is it? We don't know what it's made. Yeah.
You don't know it's not radioactive. I'm just going to put that right out here.
Is it just like viscous sweat?
No, I use my sunglasses. It's totally fine. Early is lying. Parentheses.
What do you
Parentheses,
see
nobody
in those
liked that.
omniphasic sunglasses, Early?
So what I'm gonna say is that Early has started a timer using their sunglasses for 90 minutes. we need to make sure to get to the Unseelie King's office in this time so we can get the counter agent.
Brilliant.
Just gonna add to some tension here.
Yes, like that's going on the GM notes, so I don't lose it.
Wait a second. Because my extremely dastardly and terrible, not actually my best friend Goose is riding on me, does this mean that the Goose is the only person who's not actually affected by whatever is in the slime?
Yeah, the Goose is the only one who is not getting slimed.
Oh, I was actually
Right
going
now-
down on my roller skates. Like, does that?
Oh, okay.
So I'm not.
Your hunch.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah.
Oh, very sensible.
I
Okay.
should have clarified that initially.
Yes.
Sorry.
So Vinny
I don't know if that
is
matters though, because I
hunched
feel like the
over
wheels are still gonna
X-Games
like
style.
spin it. Yes.
Yes. Zooming through this ventilation shaft, the rest of you are just water sliding your asses through. And as you come, accelerating, screaming through the mouth of the shaft, you are deposited into dumpsters are too small. A vat about the size of 4 dumpsters, absolutely filled with feathers. Vinny, the feathers have now immediately adhered to the slime-covered wheels of your roller skates. So
I feel like
you're gonna need
slime
to clean
also got
those.
like spun up by the roller skates. I don't want to. I'm not
You've
trying
got
to
a little bit
deprive
of
my
slime,
character
like,
of slime.
on the
Yeah.
back of your clothing now.
Yeah. Vinny's
picked
wearing
it up.
shorts, so yeah, exactly.
Yuck.
Yeah. It's a
But
problem.
here the 5 of you are making a nice soft landing in this vat of feathers. And this is where we're going to take a break. Remember, folks, a break for us is a break for you. Go get some water, take care of yourselves, have a power nap, do whatever you need to do to get through the rest of this game. We will be back in a few. Welcome back to the Strange Friends play Neon Sundown. I'm your GM, Iori Kusano. These are my lovely strange friends. Over the break, I decided, gosh, I should get on Brandon's level. So I Irished my coffee, but the only thing in the pantry was the Talisker 10-year single malt. So we're having extreme fancy boy hours out here, and we'll see what happens when we hit the boss battle, huh?
I'm actually very jealous of you IRL now.
18 shots of whiskey, Brandon. You started your character full drunk.
Yeah? Sometimes your character
And
must make
now-
a bad decision from the beginning.
And now, all four of you and our erstwhile goose companion, Watch Nor'easter, have landed in this massive vat of feathers. Congrats, you are in the Unseelie King's factory. Peering over the edge of this vat, you can see two boyfriend pillows with the arm. Their name tags read Stearns and Foster. And with their arms, they're maneuvering brooms. Clearly, these two are janitors. They're sweeping up a terrible mess of golden slime and white feathers from the floor. This place is actually, now that you're looking at it, alarmingly filthy. Oh God, you will never buy another mattress from this company again, so long as you live, now that you have seen how the proverbial sausage is made. So that we're caught up, let's see. Early, Club, and Opal are slimed all up their backs. Vinny's got slime spray kick up on her back and legs, her bare legs. Watch Nor'easter is the only one of you who is safe and fully operational, which is good because slime and feathers is bad. What you gonna do about it?
So did the... Go ahead.
I was about to say, do we know the way from here to the office?
I want everyone who looked at the map in the CCTV room to roll. Let's find out whether you get to pick what you roll, remember?
Oh, okay.
But let's figure out if you took enough note to remember where you're going.
Vinny was busy being appalled by the pillow people.
As you move around in this vat, by the way, you realize that the feathers are sticking to your slime. So you have partially tarred and feathered yourselves.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna just double check that.
Yes.
I'm
Could
gonna
I
roll
request?
cool.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm also going to roll cool. Could I request the observer to roll for watch as well? Cool.
Okay, I am
I've never been so happy to see so many ones in my life.
Whose cool is 4.
Mm-hmm.
Watch tied. Hang on. This is not that good. You have tied your chosen stat. Success at the cost and the stat increases by 1. Watch's cool has gone up to 5. Let's see. Jeoi, I see a 4 for you.
So
Your
I failed
cool
it.
was 2, so you failed that roll.
Mm-hmm.
Who else is rolling? Brandon, is Opal rolling?
Opal did roll. I got a 1.
Beautiful. So the drunk has succeeded. The goose has succeeded at a cost. I will say that in the process of attempting to lead Club Righteous out of the vat, Watch has made physical contact with Club Righteous and unfortunately gotten some slime all up in those wing feathers.
Oh no!
This means that Watch will have some trouble in future action.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Opal will be leading us the way towards this office. Is that right?
Yeah. Also, Is there like,
Are we going to try and climb out of this vat?
I mean, yeah.
I
Um,
I
but
propose we try to sneak past the janitors by going on our faces because we're tarred and feathered on our backs, right? So if we lie, as long as we're lying face down, we'll camouflage with the rest of the floor.
So we're gonna do the worm.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, of course.
yeah.
Beautiful. As you are attempting to climb out of this vat, however, you feel something clamp around your ankles. These feathers are hands now. This is bad. This is also gross. But like crabs in a bucket, the feathers are trying to pull you back into them. What you gonna do about it?
Can I? I'm so sorry, everybody, but I assume that because we all have been partially slimed, we will all be partially safe. Can I click my teeth and set all the feathers on fire?
Oh dear.
What you gonna roll?
I feel like it has to be action, no?
Yeah, it absolutely has to be action.
Roll, and I roll 1d6. Oh, I tied.
Oh, you tied. Success at a cost, and your stat increases by 1.
Yes.
Okay. You grind your teeth against each other. You're spitting this mouthful of sparks like a cheap magician at a children's birthday party.
That was my first job, and I regret it deeply.
Turns out kids find sparking mouths highly upsetting.
Sparks fly forward from your mouth into the feathers. The feathers ignite with alarming speed. This slime might be an accelerant. Your teeth break. You have ground your teeth too hard. The quartz fractures. Jeoi, you've just got a mouthful of splinters.
All the better. When I
And
spit,
blood.
it will hurt people even more.
But the feathers are on fire. You realize as you scramble out of this vat, oh God, the feathers are screaming.
Wow, that's
uh,
loud. I'll put in my
Stearns and
earplugs.
Foster are looking at the vat now.
So
Stearns and Foster have seen you climbing from the vat, which is why you're real lucky they're paid minimum wage. They continue sweeping.
I'm guessing that Club's fire has given us the opportunity to scramble out of the vat.
Yes.
Okay, so once we're out of the vat, I think Early turns back around, lowers the shades, and then begins singing a lament to kind of validate and then ease the pain of the feathers.
Of the goose down elemental?
Yes.
Roll.
I'm going to roll style.
And you currently have a 5 in style.
Yep, I managed to play a bard in a very normally has a bard game. I got a 5. However,
you tied it, so
my stat is 5.
Gotten success at a cost.
And then my stat will go to 6. And
yes.
So,
how are you going to ride off into the Neon Sundown, Early Kindness?
So I think we get. So my pitch here is going to be that Early does this lament and it becomes a full-on musical number, but no later than the first chorus, the 4 others have just left. And the camera stays with Early going through the entire song, the lyrics of which are very unsophisticated because Early is just like a simple, generous soul who is all razzle and no brain power. And then when the number ends, the feathers all kind of crumble up into like dried slime gunk. and Early leaves behind the denim jacket, which is like sparking, and the LEDs are dying, and then turns and walks into the sunset, because somehow inexplicably there is a long corridor and then a set of saloon style double doors that Early steps through and is kind of silhouetted against the distant kind of orange yellow sun, never to be seen again.
Farewell to early kindness.
And I'll make a character while y'all do
Yes.
something else.
As I catch up with the others, Mike will be creating their replacement character. Opal, Club, and Vinny, you have abandoned Early to head towards the factory office. As you do go, you notice shadows moving on the floor, as though far, far above you, large, angular predators are circling. Not quite circling, actually. Huh. These things are definitely moving at right angles. You hear a sudden grinding and clanking of machinery, and a massive UFO claw descends at rapid speed. I am going to want all three of you to roll, please. You can tell me what you roll to dodge.
Okay.
This sounds like a lot. I think I'm gonna roll style.
I feel like style sounds like the best.
Yeah,
here.
Vinny's
Being
actually gonna roll
flashy and
cool.
acting with panache. I'm going to want some description in here.
I mean, I think I'm like the thing that immediately comes to mind, especially considering the nature of this attack, is I think I'm trying to very simply roll out of the way, but because I'm responding to it so late, I'm trying to just ensure that I can actually respond in that split second to just kind of idly slip out of the way like a matador would dodge a bull.
And you're making the case that this is style?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see a roll.
1. I've never been so happy to see ones in my life.
We're getting a lot of them today. And I'm very glad for the rest of you.
I hope this is us getting it out of Roll20's system, but yes.
Yes, Opal York has successfully dodged the giant UFO claw.
Yeah, I just
How are
kind
Vinny
of
and Club
take
doing?
2 steps to the left, and it just kind of slips past me.
Yes, I am rolling style, and my style is 3, so I need to roll below a 3. Rolling 1d6. That's a 4. I fail miserably.
Club Righteous has failed. Vinny Voltaire.
I'm actually going to be rolling cool because Vinny expected the
Fair.
claws and is very aware of them.
Mhm.
Vinny simply sees the shadow and just roller skates backwards.
Let's get that roll.
It's a 5. I fail also.
Oh my god.
Does Watch
As
have to roll
Vinny-
because Watch is a
Yes,
goose? Okay.
I am going to roll the goose. Oh god. Watch has also failed the style roll because Watch has a 3 in style.
Yes, we all fail.
So, I'm going to say that as the claw descends, it snaps Club Righteous by the back of their jacket, raises them in the air. As Vinny is dodging, the raising action of the claw hits Vinny, knocking them backward. And with those gummed up roller skates, Vinny skids bad. Like, are you wearing knee pads, elbow pads?
Yes, they're spiked.
Oh, congrats on your friction drag. You don't actually get thrown that far because everything about you right now is creating drag. The slime, the feathers, the spikes. Although, honestly, it doesn't throw you clear of the second claw descending. The claw that scoops up. Watch Nor'easter.
Honk.
Two of our characters are airborne. One's gone. One's drunk.
We're doing
One
great,
is
everybody.
currently prone. I should have made stat blocks for these claws.
All right, I'm ready to enter whenever it's appropriate, Iori.
Save us, Mike!
Go for
Save
it.
us,
Go for it.
Brandon!
Yes.
So in this room, we have all the claws going on. Those of you aware enough to identify what's going on will see a figure in a bathrobe, like Crocs style sandals, and just like swim trunks and like a worn t-shirt, holding a
Are you
claw.
playing the dude?
I am playing. My description is the dude as a cowboy, and so like cowboy hat, but otherwise just the dude. But like, yeah, like maybe the dude at 40. I don't remember the relative age here. You know, fairly short beard. Basically holding the claw open while still cradling a like a ceramic coffee mug that is filled with his special item, which is a magical White Russian.
Okay. What are the dude at 40 stats?
The dude at 40, this is, of course, young Universe, who is cool 4, style 2, action 3, because that whole bathrobe situation, that's not style.
Or style 2, action 3.
And so kind of gets the rhythm of the thing and be like, man, I really wonder how these were made and how they got here. That's got to be a story. However, I have other things to do. And then like drops out of the claw, kind of like flipping, and then like landing in a heap, but actually not hurting himself. It's just kind of like sitting down.
I'm sorry, I do need you to roll for that.
That's fine. It could go very
Like,
poorly.
You don't get to do a 15-meter drop without a roll.
Okay. I'm going to roll cool
Okay.
because of how I described it. That's a 2 against a 4.
Yes, that is a glorious consequence-free 15-meter drop. Without shattering a kneecap. Congrats. I don't think many 40-year-olds can do that.
It's the magic White Russian.
Okay. Club, the claw that is holding you is scooting away from your friends, drawing you towards the side of the factory. When you turn your head, you see a little office on the wall, all lit up. And within that office, you can see, backlit, the brick shithouse silhouette of the factory foreman, Ms. Serta Springair.
Hey, I see the backlit silhouette of the brick shithouse character that we definitely need to take care of before we do anything else.
Well, at the rate things are going, you'll meet her first.
Is there like
Vinny and Opal, what are you going to do?
is there like any high pressure water pipes nearby?
I will absolutely give that to you. You do see a hydrant on one wall, labeled for emergencies only.
Cool. I try to hit it with something very heavy.
You're gonna need to roll. What will you roll?
God. I hate that this sounds like action, but this sounds like action.
Oh gosh.
I have a 2 in action, so this is gonna go poorly.
I don't know, you've been rolling ones.
Or I can still roll a 1.
Brandon!
Perfect.
At this point, I think Roll20 is playing a trick on me, and I'm afraid of what's gonna happen when the shoe drops when I have to take another action. But yeah, I hit this hydrant with a large rock or something.
Yeah, I'll give that to you. There are rocks in this mattress factory because they put them in about 10% of mattresses. Totally at random.
I hate this guy. So yeah.
The water spout opens and shoots a jet of high pressurized water clear across the factory towards that west wall where the office is. It does, however, hit a little below the windows. The spray is kicking up onto the windows, and the claw jerks in midair. You realize that the spray, like rain on a windshield, is interfering with Serta Springer's visibility, making it harder to maneuver the claw.
Hey, you guys up? You're all up there?
I would say no. Also, I'm really worried about my friend because he's sounding really angry over there. Honk, 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 honk.
An absolute symphony of honking.
Oh no, you don't want to make the goose angry.
Oh, the goose is so angry. The goose is
Yeah.
fighting the claw. Actually, I'm sorry. I think I need to roll action for the goose. Watch Nor'easter has an action of 2. Watch Nor'easter succeeds.
The
Watch
goose is the
Nor'easter
greatest of us.
about a frantic flapping tantrum. Snip snapples his horrid little beak, his horrid little tooth-filled beak, and breaks one arm of the little 5-armed claw that holds him. Now, Watch Nor'easter is not smart enough to pull his wings back in so that he can get out through that gap, but he might figure it out soon. He is now at least putting his dreadful little skinny neck out through the gap to get a better bearing on his surroundings.
You need to pull your wings in, buddy. You need to pull your wings in.
Watch Nor'easter compacts his dreadful self and forces himself through the gap of the claw, breaking free. Watch Nor'easter flies beautifully, dramatically, a little slimily, towards the claw holding his best friend and begins to attack. I'm going to need another action roll, in all fairness. That was a 3 on a 2. That is a failure. A whole bunch of those pecking attacks have, I'm sorry, hit Club Righteous.
Oh no.
I'd say probably a 50-50 success rate on hitting club versus hitting the claw.
Oh, it's just another day ending, and why?
My strange friends, how are you going to get yourselves out of this one?
Vinny?
You said that it's a 15-meter drop?
And yes, Brandon. Yes, Jeoi, 15-meter drop. Yes, Brandon, goose do have like weird teeth things on their tongue.
Yeah, it's great.
They're called tomia.
Yeah, it's great.
Geese have horrifying mouths.
Yeah,
it is
it's
known.
Great. Stop being horrified. They're great.
Brand.
They're awesome. Like
Geese are the worst animal,
Cthulhu
and that's why I
or
love
angels.
These are the closest we'll come to actually seeing aliens. So while all of this is happening, I'm gonna step very idly nearby the pouring water that has come from this broken hydrant, so I could get some of this slime off me.
them. Good thinking. What are you going to roll for that?
I mean, I'm just standing by it. Do I still need to roll to stand next to it?
You're trying to wash a radioactive
Well,
slime
yeah.
off yourself.
Okay, that's definitely cool, I think. Nope, that's not how that's
That's
supposed to
called,
look.
that's where this, not where the slash goes.
Ah, my luck has run
Ooh,
out. That was a 5.
this slime is not water soluble. It is still all on your back.
Okay, my cool has gone down to 2, which is not good. And I guess we all learned that water is not solving this problem, so I guess we need to
Yes.
get out of this room. So the next thing I'm gonna do is try to shoot an arm.
Roll for it.
That's definitely style, because I'm trying to be
You're trying to be
as
the pew
dramatic
pew
as
boy.
possible.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Tell me about Opal York's weapons. I assume you're not doing this with a carnation.
No. Um so there is an old clip from what I think is like the original, like the black and white version of the
Mm-hmm.
Tonight Show.
Mm-hmm.
There is a clip of Sammy Davis Jr. doing gun trolling with
Mm-hmm.
a revolver. Opal York's gun is that revolver that she bought it on auction years ago.
Beautiful.
Uh, right, so
Also, I will note your cool is still at 3. You haven't rolled a 6. Only the crit fails take away the stat point.
oh right, okay, cool.
And also, I do
Um,
want to remind you that there are the flashback mechanics if ever you want to, before a roll, reallocate stats.
mm-hmm.
So if
So
you
right,
wanted to
let's.
reallocate using a flashback about the auction acquisition of this gun to increase your cool, that is an option that's available to you. Just saying.
Yeah, no, I'm saving flashbacks for when I have gotten more points in things. So yes, let's roll this style. And then the one happens. Okay, cool. Roll
Okay.
20 is playing a trick on me, you know. I can sense it. But yes,
Funny
I
trick
shoot
to
an
play on
arm.
God.
I guess, like, the thing that I'm aiming for is, like, if there's, like, a hydraulic thing somewhere, like a joint, that if
Yes.
I hit it, it will stop working.
You hit the hydraulics and the claw grinds to a stop. You can barely see through the water covered windows of the office Certus Springer smashing buttons frantically, trying to get the claw moving again.
I
Club
rush to the
Righteous, you are
door.
now held in midair.
Oh golly, I sure hate that. Um, so if I do a flashback involving Watch demanding a particular favor of
Mm-hmm.
Club, because it's the two of them doing something, does this reallocate points for both of them?
I'm going to say that you can only reallocate points on your player character.
Okay.
You will have the right to reallocate Watch's stats if Club sunsets and you start actively playing Watch.
Okay, cool. Um, I'm going to say that basically Watch bullied Club
Mm-hmm.
into giving them guns.
Okay. How is this going to reallocate Club stats?
Because Club is very unhappy about the fact that Watch is demanding getting all the action. So Club is going to have to reallocate points from action to cool because they can no longer do as many things and have to think a little more.
Action goes down to 4, cool goes up to 3.
Yes.
And the goose has a
The
pair of
goose-
guns.
Yes, the goose now has slung under its wings a pair of Gatling guns that Club
Jeoi,
points to the windows. Yes.
I am going to need you to explain to me how the goose is going to operate the Gatling guns without thumbs.
I mean, it just works.
Okay,
It just does.
sure.
Yeah.
They have
Watch
buttons that you could just kind of wing tuck.
Watch has seen the
Buttons it
face
is.
of God.
Watch has seen the face of God and spit in it.
In fact, that's how Watch got teeth. Those teeth are God's teeth. Watch made God's teeth its teeth. I'm gonna stop talking. But
This is a great parable, though, like how the goose got its teeth and stole them from God.
So Club
Anybody in the
points,
audience writing children's books?
so Club points to the window that's currently being battered by the spray and says, "Shoot that. That. You can't miss. You literally cannot miss. Just shoot that, please. I will put sugar in your coffee. You can be as mean as you want. Just shoot that window." So
Watch Nor'easter is going to roll action, which I am reminding you is a 2.
yes.
5. That is going to be success at a major cost, I'll say.
No, Watch's action is 2.
Yeah, style 3, action 2, cool 5.
Cool 5, yeah. But we were rolling action, so because it's a 5, it's going to be a failure, no?
We've
Because
rolled above the chosen stat.
Yes.
We can choose to fail or succeed at a major cost, and I am going to say that with Gatling guns, the window does break. I will give you that. The window has absolutely broken. You have, well, no, Watch has murdered a human life, which I would say is a success towards your overall mission, but a general failure because you weren't supposed to kill other people. You did not have a bounty on Serta Spring Air. For all intents and purposes, this is just a bystander casualty.
Oh no, I hate freebies.
So, I will say it this way, like, you've succeeded in your aim of stopping the attack upon you by the claws. You have failed on a tremendous moral level.
Thankfully, the person who did this is not a person but a goose and does not give a crap, and in fact continues shooting for quite some time before Club reaches up and has to hit the toggle on the suspenders.
Watch it. Is it full on TF2 heavy in this moment? It costs $100,000 to fire this gun for 6 seconds. And keeps going until Watch is out of ammo. Not only is Serta Spring Air a Swiss cheesed corpse on the floor now, the control panel in the foreman's office is also absolutely Swiss cheesed. It is sparking. You hear wires sizzling and snapping. Snizzling. I like that, actually. The wires are definitely snizzling.
So I have an idea, but
you suspect that actually you may not have a lot of time before this whole place goes up in flames.
Oh.
Better head towards that back office, huh? Club, how are you getting out of the claw now? You will still need to break your way out of it from where you are.
Hmm. How is
Other
my
people
position
can also
in...
help to
Yes, what
get
is my
Club out.
position inside this claw? In this claw, am I dangling from it or?
You're kind of sat on it. Like
Ah,
you are
okay.
resting in its not very safe embrace.
Mm.
It is supporting your full weight. Other people can also help Club out.
While I'm running at the door, I will shoot the claw again, so it will at the part that is actually holding clubs that will let go.
What are you rolling for that?
That style again. I am literally twirling
You
the
are
gun in my hand as it
desperate not
happens.
to roll action, huh?
We will roll action when at the point at which there is no opportunity for me to actually be flashy. That will happen, but not yet. Not for as long as I can stall. Okay, 3 is still good.
How many Oh yeah, you were rolling style on this, so yes.
Mm-hmm.
You succeed in breaking the claw fingers. 2 fingers come and loose. Club, you could jump. You would have to aim for a vat of feathers, or someone would have to catch you. But you sure can jump.
I sense the psychic wave of someone in a bathrobe offering to catch me.
So, my offer is that while all this has been happening, Young Universe went off to another room and has pulled a mattress into the claw room for Club and anyone else to drop onto.
I'll say Vinny helped with that because since Vinny's got wheels, it's just kind of like prop it up on Vinny's back and then push kind of thing. So
Okay.
I shall drop out of the claw onto this magnanimously provided mattress, and because Watch Nor'easter is my best friend who's not actually a friend, it will jump as well and land on me deliberately because it is a goose.
I will want a roll for Club's jump.
Okay. I mean, I guess I'm jumping from a tremendous height, which takes some nerve, so I'm gonna go against style and say cool on this one.
And your cool is a 3.
Yes, it's a 3. So enough mystery, I feel. Aha! I fail catastrophically. I am not calm.
Oh no.
I am not calm as I fall from this claw. I am very
Your cool
panicked.
has gone down to 2, and you have critically failed your action.
Yes, I have.
Jeoi, Club Righteous does not hit the mattress. Club Righteous hits the slimy floor next to the mattress.
Well, golly gee.
Club, I will say that the quartz tips of your boots are broken. You may have twisted that ankle pretty damn bad. But I'm not going to inflict more serious harm than that because, let's be real, you already have a mouthful of blood and rock slivers.
Yeah, that's true. Which reminds me, I should swap out for a different set of teeth.
Club Righteous, laying back on the floor, casually changing their dentures out.
There. Now everything's right in the world.
Yes. If this was Blades, I think we would have had to give you a level 3 harm. So
yeah, for sure.
Good thing we're not playing Blades
today. We're not playing that.
Hey, friend, you want to pick me up? And
I would love a pick me up.
Young offers the magical White Russian mug to Club for a sip.
I take a sip. It tastes like my blood. And also a magical White Russian. My mouth is bloody, okay? I was trying to maintain continuity, and you all looked at me like I was weird.
I apologize.
No, you're doing such a good job, Jeoi.
I thought it was amazing.
Yes.
Same.
Beautiful.
This reaction is me saying that was a good idea. Still wild, but still.
Okay. Are we going to go find Springs Casper?
Mm-hmm.
I sure hope so.
hmm I set my twisted
We've
ankle.
already
sorry.
established that Opal knows where she's going.
hmm
Mm-hmm. I'm
Are
like
we letting the
charging
drunk
through
lead the way?
doors.
Oh, the drunk's leading the way, whether anyone is cool with it or not.
Yeah, I am charging through doors with a gun in my hand.
I would like to say,
Okay.
while we're doing this, I have set my twisted ankle with a mattress spring that I pulled out of the mattress.
That's so ingenious that I'm not making you roll for it. I just love this mental image of Club carefully recoiling the spring around their leg.
Mm-hmm.
So as
Beautiful.
See? It's
As-
a suspension system.
yeah, as we walk off out of the claw room, Young turns to Vinny and Club and says, "So are you on the Unseelie King job too?"
Yeah.
I
Honk.
I thought they gave me first refusal on that.
Well, did you refuse?
Well, I just came here. Was I supposed to do something else?
Yeah. If you have first refusal, then if you don't refuse, then something about something. How does that work again? Honk. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
well. I mean, he's got to be taken
Watch
care of.
Nor'easter is explaining the legal concept of first refusal at length, but all y'all are hearing is oh, 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 oh.
It's very good that we have a lawyer in the group overall. It's very funny that none of us understand them.
It's even
Yes.
funnier that the lawyer's a
You know what?
horrible goose.
That is
Mhm.
Watch's day job.
Mm-hmm. When Watch
Watch is a
Nor'easter,
lawyer who only moonlights as a bounty hunter.
yes, and when Watch Nor'easter took the bar, it was quite literal. He beat several people to death with it.
You don't mess with geese. I'm telling
I
you.
feel like in every single game we've ever played, the bird always has the highest body count.
Yeah.
Opal York, you
Does this
are
mean that we like
outside
birds
the
or hate
locked
birds?
door of Springs Casper's office. Inside, you can hear him swearing at his game of mahjong.
Joke's on him. He's playing against my cousin.
What does this door look like?
Heavy, ornately carved cedar wood, carved to look like a quilted mattress top. Each individual quilting square has been further carved as though it was that cheap knockoff brocade that you get on mattresses.
I hate it. Iori, that's great.
I hate it as well. I presume this door is too heavy for me to kick down then.
It's real wood. This might be the only door in Strip City that is real wood.
Yeah. I am gonna try to pick the lock.
Go for it.
I'm gonna use cool.
Inside, you can and hear Springs Casper yelling, "You stupid son of a bitch!
My
Your
cousin.
mother!"
Eh, I failed on the cool roll.
How badly did
Roll
you?
a 5.
I mean, let's see. Rolling above the chosen in stat, fail or succeed at a major cost. But because this is lockpicking, I think the fail does make more sense.
Yeah.
Opal does still have guns. I'm just, leaving that casually on the table.
I straighten up. I look at the door. Very briefly, I think that the carving of the door is moving. This briefly disturbs me. I put my revolver to the keyhole and I fire.
What kind of roll
Uh,
is that?
that's definitely action now. This is gonna go poorly. Or not one.
Oh,
Beautiful. Hell yes.
I'm pretty sure this is not how keyholes work, so I'm glad that it
It
happened.
is in Strip City.
I'm also pretty sure this is not how dice work.
This
I don't know what the
keyhole.
dice are doing, but I'm glad
Yeah.
they're doing it tonight.
If we were playing Blades right now, we'd be having the worst day of our lives.
the absolute worst day of our lives. We would have all rolled
All our
new
characters would have just traumatized out.
Would you say that
Half
dice
an
loves
hour
you?
No,
Dice does not let you go.
no. Ruth briefly appears in the background and disappears.
This keyhole explodes
As keyholes do.
loudly. You wonder briefly if it was wired to something, but you don't care that much because now there is a hole in this door big enough for you to just put your hand through and open the door from the other side. You have Springs Casper's attention, and now he is screaming, "Stupid sons of bitches don't even have the manners to knock anymore. Raised in barns, all the best people in this shitty town."
I immediately opened the door, point my pistol at Casper's head and go, "Break yourself!"
Springs Casper is sitting crisscross applesauce with his laptop on his lap on top of a stack of 5 mattresses. He looks at Opal's gun and goes, "What are you going to do with that tiny little thing? What pawn shop did you even get that out of? Did that come from the toy store?"
I shoot the laptop.
Roll.
That's cool. Okay, 2 is good.
Guess who just lost their game of Mahjong?
He was already losing.
The bullet embeds itself halfway through the screen of the laptop so that Casper can see the tip of it protruding through his game of Mahjong. He screams and throws the laptop away from him, which is a bad fucking move because that was the closest thing he had to a body shield.
Yeah.
This sad fucker is wearing the cutest footy pajamas you have ever seen. It's a little fox kigurumi.
Oh,
He has the hood up. He has ears. If he wasn't such an asshole, it'd be kind of endearing. But this is one of the worst people in the world. His hands do look distinctly clammy.
You don't deserve those pajamas, you jerk.
I'm gonna try to step on his kigurumi. I want to like catch the edge of the back of his leg such that he trips and falls.
Get yourself on this pile of mattresses.
All right, the pile. Why is he still up there? Okay, let's.
He
Yeah.
has
Yeah,
the only possible tactical advantage left to him is being on top of this pile of mattresses right now.
I've got this, everybody. I go for the goose. Watch. Will you help me?
Honk. This is a very good honk. That's the friendliest honk you've ever heard him honk.
I pick up watch and I proceed to spin. I'm gonna launch the goose.
What are you rolling?
I'm rolling style, but I'm gonna do a flashback to reallocate points. And the flashback is that I spent like 2 nights ago, I spent the night at roller derby.
Uh-huh.
So my skills are much more impressive than they once were.
How are you reallocating?
So
Style goes up to 4, I'm guessing.
And yeah, I'm cool. Yeah, cool's dropping to 3 and style's going up to 4. Because I'm not cool anymore. I'm mad. because he's wearing really cute pajamas that he doesn't deserve. Okay.
I would like to add
You
that
could have
not
cute
only
pajamas too if you weren't a peasant, he screams.
before Valerie rolls,
Mm-hmm.
I would just like to clarify and remind the audience that yes, not only does Watch have the baseball bat wings that geese are particularly feared for, but also that I specified that he has suspenders on that are holding up his titanium balls.
Are you holding him by the suspenders?
No, I'm holding him by his feet. So if there is a high success, I feel like bludgeoning this man with titanium balls is the best way
Mm-hmm.
to do him a murder. I'm just gonna put that out there. Here we go. Everybody pray for me that this roll goes well. My God. No, it's a six.
No.
No,
No!
no.
Do we also
My
kill
God.
Springs Casper?
Your chosen stat goes down by 1, so your style's back to a 3. You have critically failed your action, Valerie.
It would have been so cool.
Oh,
Now
Would've been so
now
cool.
it's terrible.
Wait,
you've
what
just
happens
aimed
to...
too low. You have slammed Watch Nor'easter into the pile of mattresses. And Watch Nor'easter's terrible truck nuts flipped up while you were spinning him. So the sequence is something like mattress, truck nuts, Watch Nor'easter's face. Watch Nor'easter has just shattered his damn beak.
No.
You do realize that when this happens, we're going to have to get him a prosthetic beak, and this is going to make him even more terrifying later.
Yes.
My God, Crystal
Watch
Beak.
Nor'easter is in so much pain and anger right now that he promptly passes out. You have incapacitated Watch Nor'easter.
I'm a monster.
On top of his pile of mattresses, Springs Casper is laughing at you. Who taught you how to throw? Yes, you didn't make the track team.
I fire at him again.
Roll. Beautiful.
I'm trying to hit him in the kneecap, I think. Yeah.
That was a
That
1.
sounds like a place that would really hurt.
That was a 1. We've rolled so many 1s today, which I'm
Thanks.
very grateful for. But yes, because he is sitting crisscross applesauce, and doesn't Opal have 2 guns?
One gun.
1 gun. I'll give you this. The ricochet goes from the right kneecap to the left kneecap. 2 stones
Okay.
with 1 bird.
Cool. Also, idly.
Springs Casper falls back, turtling, screaming.
Idly, I want to learn something about these mattresses. Is there a P in between any of them?
Well, now that you mention it, these do look a little weirdly stacked. You want to investigate that?
I do. I think I'm gonna use cool for that as well. Ah, yes, a 2.
You've succeeded. So you begin yanking mattresses off this pile, in the process, depositing the turtling Springs Casper onto the floor for easy apprehension. And below mattress number 4, so between the first and second mattress of the stack, you find a tiny glass jar. Inside it is a fluffy little pink cloud. Opal, this is where your sleep was.
I pick it up and then I turn back to Casper and goes, "What were you even doing with this? Why did you... You know what?" And then I just shoot him again.
In the what? Roll for
I
it.
shoot him in the leg. And I miss.
You do miss,
I rolled a 5.
unfortunately. But you have regained your ability to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Are
I
we
put
going
this
to deal
away
with
very
Casper, or are we
gingerly.
going to deal with these? Hey, some of these mattresses are oddly lumpy. You could deal with that if you wanted.
I'd like to just very chill walk around to the other side of the mattress to where Casper is and looking down, like, with the camera angle, like looking up at the mug.
Mm-hmm.
And here we see in the detail, we see the what is actually written on the side of the mug, which is just "Be cool." But "Be cool" is written in like a really audacious font.
Mm-hmm.
And good old young Universe looks down and says, "You're a piece of shit," and kicks him in the head to knock him out.
Beautiful.
Just to
And then when he's unconscious, I go back to the mattresses and I tear all the tags off.
When you do, one of the seams gives out when you pull that tag away, and the mattress splits open to reveal a tremendous cache of arcade tickets.
Oh, we gotta take those. We gotta
Well,
take those.
it's a good thing we have pockets.
And as you are filling your pockets, you hear a clink as you're ripping all these tickets out of the mattresses. There are vials in this mattress.
Vials?
Vials. Club Righteous and Vinny Voltaire, the slime counter agent is available to you if you would like to not be radioactive anymore.
Oh yeah, totally. Vinny like splashes it on herself like a cologne sort of thing, rubs the back of her legs,
Mhm.
takes them
I
for poor watch.
Yeah, I spray wash with it because for some reason I imagine them to be like a plant spritzer thing because that seems appropriately
I love
cheap.
this.
Yeah. And then I go, "Oh, I told him that those suspenders were a bad idea, but he thought I made him look human." And then I take out a little prosthetic beak with evil monster teeth in them. But now he can have the smile he always wanted. And I stick it into Wash's face.
The pain of having this forcibly, like having a new beak forcibly shoved into his face, wakes Watch back up. He starts honking. He is spitting blood.
Hey, bud.
Yes, you are a real boy now. Please calm down.
Hey, buddy. It's all over. Why don't you take a drink?
2 days
There,
later, you regroup in your preferred balcony box seat at Willie's Wrangler Ranch. How are you all doing, friends?
Vinny is wearing her new helmet. It's a disco ball.
Amazing. The light shines off of Vinny's glorious helmet, casting little beams of light all over the walls every time Vinny moves.
my boots have been repaired. I am no longer wearing a mattress spring around my ankle. Um, I
Congrats on the
have,
healing.
yes, I have a new Rolodex of chompy teeth at my waist to swing around and be cool. Watch, by the way, looks quite different now. He is now wearing pinstripe suspenders that attach to absolutely nothing. But he has the very evil goose beak with teeth and very alarmingly a bionic eye.
Of course.
It shoots a death laser.
Why wouldn't it?
Yeah.
How's Opal feeling now that she's had her first sleep in a long ass time?
I actually imagine that now that I have gotten my sleep back, I have been unconscious for several days now.
Vinny
And then
sent
I
you
get
Fixing
back.
home.
that sleep debt.
Vinny sent you home with a flask of warm milk.
Yeah. And then I get back up properly after like 4 or 5 days. And like in the apartment where I'm staying, I just look around for a little bit. Go, yeah, I still don't have anything to do today. Then go back to sleep.
Truly goals.
Indeed.
And in the box at the ranch, the WRANCH, Young Universe looks the same, except his t-shirt is now a tuxedo t-shirt. And he has like, his beard is like immaculately groomed with like fancy beard oil.
And as you tuck into your tacos, your pagers all go off. This has been Neon Sundown.
Woo!
Thank you, strange friends. This was a blast. This has been a zero prep game. Did not have maps, did not have anything. But here we are on the other side. Let's go around and tell the people where they can find you online. Starting with Brandon.
Hello, it has been me, Brandon O'Brien. Pronouns he, him, or they, them. I am a writer, poet, and game designer from Trinidad and Tobago. You can find me almost anywhere on the internet at The Rising Tides, but please don't do that. Just go to my website instead, brandonO'Brien.xyz, which is also my newsletter. So if you want to see me talk about the things that I'm working on, have musings about the music that I'm listening to, and sometimes take screenshots from the weird mobile games that I'm playing on my phone, that's a thing that you can do. Also, if you're going to be at Big Bad Con, I'm also going to be at Big Bad Con, and among the things that I'll be doing is running a playtest session of the Grey Shade RPG, the tie-in RPG connected to Gregory A. Wilson's Grey Assassin trilogy, and there's still room in that table to play. So if you haven't booked a game and still
Get in
have
on that.
tokens on your account to sign up for a game, definitely check that out. But yes, I will be there. Feel free to ask me about the games that I'm working on. Feel free to ask me about the shows that I am watching on television. I like interacting with people. Please don't be a stranger.
Jeoi.
Hello, and very soon, as promised, goodbye. I am Jeoi Gawain Lin, he, they pronouns for me. I am a game and fiction writer. Tonight I have been Club Righteous and half of a very terrible goose. As for
Valerie.
Oh, sorry.
No, let's find Jeoi. We need to find Jeoi online.
Yes, but as for where you can find me, I am currently inert on whatever Twitter is called now. At This Is My Design. Design is spelled capital DASEIN. It is a philosophy and a Hannibal pun. I am also beginning to create something of a nest over where skies are blue at the Magpie Bridge, so you can find me there as well.
Popcorn to Valerie.
You can find
Valerie's
me.
book.
You can buy my book. It's available now. You can also find me at ValerieValdes.com. I also am slowly leaving the former Bird app and heading for the Skies app. Links in various places, and you can always find me on Twitch streaming as the kids are asleep.
Mike?
Just a second. I'm typing in where people can buy Where Peace is Lost into the chat, because
Thank you.
Thank you.
we must always hustle on behalf of our beloved friends. I am Mike. I have been Early Kindness, who walked off into the sunset, and then I was Young Universe. They or he pronouns for me. I am one of the 3 co-hosts of Speculate. I am absolutely delighted to have Iori have stepped up into the GM spot again, so everybody give them a big round of applause. for their amazing work.
Thank you, strange friends.
No, low prep and no prep games are very difficult to GM and require a lot of flexibility, so good job, Iori. I will be at the New Jersey Webfest this week, representing Speculate and Valorword, our Court of Blades show, which is up for 4 different awards. I'm very excited for that, and to get to meet other people that do actual play things and participate in all of the shiny fun. I will then, after that, be at Big Bad Con, so you can find me there as well. And you probably will, find Brandon and I talking together, possibly playing a game and plotting. You can find me on Twitter at MikeRUnderwood, or in the place where the skies are blue at MikeRUnderwood.bsky.social. And my website is michaelrunderwood.com, which collects various bits of news. If you want to follow the development of my Genrenauts ttrpg, you can do that at patreon.com/MichaelRUnderwood.
And I am Iori Kusano. That is Iori. No L's in my name. I am still on the Hell site at Iori Kusano. You can find me at my website, kusanoiori.com. Be warned, when social media goes down, I am not moving. You will not find me unless you go into the woods and look for me. I, for one, am really looking forward to becoming a Taoist immortal in the mountains. But in the meantime, it has been an absolute delight to GM for the Strange Friends today. It has been a delight to stream for you, chat. You've been a great audience. This has been a blast. Take care out there. Happy time zone. Happy Respect for the Age Day. It is Respect for the Age Day today, which is why I have the day off work to do this. So, go be nice to an old person unless they're like a racist or a transphobe or something, in which case correct them. Because the best form of correct is helping other people get right with their community. Have a good one, friends.
Bye.